I know gold is not in her. She's a diamond.
Okay, so the next video on the list to go through, is it unspiritual to call out the bad workers, the bad mediums, the bad psychics, etc., etc. And so many of you that know me know that I do this on a very regular basis, which causes me a lot of problems, but ho-hum. And I kind of reflect it back to the things that I purchase. You know, so if I don't know, if I buy a kettle from Argos and I take it home and I plug it in and it don't really work, you know, it takes 20 minutes to boil, then that's not very good, is it? And so what I do is I jump onto Argos or Amazon or eBay, whatever it is, and I ask for their little bit of feedback and I give it the 4 out of 5 star rating or the 1 out of 5 star rating, because I'm a consumer and I'm giving my opinion on what I have consumed. And so equally, if I go to watch a film, you know, I don't know what the latest one is. Let's take Churchill, because that's doing the rounds pretty much at the moment. And for me, I don't know if any of you have watched it or what your opinion is of it. I don't actually care, it's just an example. But I watched it and it was a little bit slow, you know. It's like Gary Oldman's meant to be the best actor in the world in this film at the moment, but you know what, it weren't enough to grip me. And there was, it weren't that great, and I kind of got to the end kind of waiting for the film to start. But that's my opinion, you know, and so we all have that opinion. Now there will be people that love the kettle, or there'll be people that love the film at the moment. Equally, there will be people that don't like the kettle and they don't like the film. And that's the purpose of these ratings that we can do. We can go on IMDb and leave a listing of what we thought of the film, and it gets a meta score and it gets some Rotten Tomatoes, or they get an Oscar or a BAFTA, or the kettle just don't sell in Argos, does it? Because the ratings are so bad. And yet, if I call someone out on some bad mechanics within mediumship, or not knowing where their energy is quite at the moment, you know, they don't know if they're in the psychic or they're claiming it to be from the spirit world when actually it's going through the psychic mechanic, and I call this out, I recognise this and I say this, and I speak of my opinion where I don't agree with what's going on with the client there, or how they handled the situation, or their presentation, whatever it will be, I'm unspiritual for doing that, and it's insane. So many of you know that I done it quite recently with where I went to watch people, and I would give a very honest account, and there were some that infuriated the community. Some people that jumped straight on the bandwagon and done the most unspiritual thing. You know, they would hide behind posts, or they would talk about me or talk negatively about me because I had given my opinion on that subject. So is it unspiritual to call that out? In my own opinion, no. I'm open for critique all the time. I look at it myself, and I'm the world's worst for critiquing myself and being too hard on myself. And I think we need to be able to do that. We need to take critique, and we need to be able to look at our own mediumship with clear eyes, not because I have a huge following, or not because I'm famous over in that part of the world, or I've got a business or a website or a channel, whatever it will be. I still need to be able to look at myself honestly. I still need to keep myself grounded. I still need to look at it and see where I can improve myself, and do all of those things that improve my mediumship or improve me as a ambassador or as a person under that spiritual banner. And what we see all of the time is that, it seems to be a little bit cliquey in the old spiritual community, doesn't it? You know, like if I tell that woman off down the road that's got the huge circle of friends, or the circle, or the means to move you forward, and I'm upsetting these people, or I don't agree with these people, it seems to have this effect on us, where we can't move forward in any one area or in that one particular direction, because we've upset, or we've been outspoken, or we've spoke a truth. So I would definitely look at the spiritual as it being spiritual, and is what I'm going to say going to cause problems? Is it untrue? If it is true, then I mean, what can you do? It is true. Do you need to speak it? Do you need to put it out there? Maybe not. But equally, the opinion does count. You know, like if you have a bad holiday when you've gone to Turkey, or you've gone to Spain, and you jump on TripAdvisor and you leave your comments, is that any different to calling out the people that are claiming mediumship, or saying it's from the spirit world and they're not really in the spirit world? I mean, I don't know. You have to kind of balance it out in that way, don't you? I think if you look at it from that angle, it's not about being better than anyone else. It's not about being top of the tree, or having the biggest business, or having the most views, or selling the most readings, or having sellout tours and autographs, etc., etc. I mean, those things will flow and come along if they're going to go that way, if it's going to go that way. Some people certainly don't want it to go that way. I know some very good mediums that just stay anonymous, that just want to stay in the background. They're very good mediums. They like the privacy of the one-to-one sitting. And equally, I know some terrible mediums that just love being out and want their name in lights and be the next big thing for the next 5 minutes. You know, so for those developing, for those that are already there, you know, is it so bad to do that? I mean, the decline is already happening within the churches, the centres and the independent. The spiritual community is not as big as it was. And maybe we need to ask ourselves, maybe we need to look at the quality that is out there, what is on offer, maybe speak a little bit louder, maybe put the egos to bed for a little while, maybe get rid of some of those egos that are currently circulating in those areas, which will then stop the saturation. Now, this video is going to get lots of thumbs down, but it's a subject that needs to be spoken about. It's a subject that does need to be discussed, looked at and dealt with. And I'm not suggesting for a moment that I'm the one that's going to do it, but what I will do is spark the minds of the people that will start to move that forward. So is it unspiritual for me to speak about the bad mediums, or the bad mediumship, the bad psychics, or the bad psychic readings? It's no different from a bad report on TripAdvisor, or leaving feedback on Amazon, or talking about the latest blockbuster movie. It's absolutely no different whatsoever. So, till next time.
I know gold is not enough.